Celina Mays was born in the year of 1984 in Miami, Florida. Growing up, she was just an ordinary little girl. She grew up in a two-parent household with both parents. Her father, C.J. Mays, and her mother, Lena Vidal, moved all the way to New Jersey from Miami. There's not too much details on her childhood before the situation ended up happening where she went missing, but what I will be able to tell you is her father had a criminal record down in Florida for drug use and domestic violence, and everything pretty much seemed to be going normal for her until her mother passed away due to a fatal aneurysm. And after that, things changed. After the tragic passing of her mom's family and her dad got into a huge custody battle over Celina. Her family was trying to say he was a criminal. They were trying to use his arrest history, and pretty much he kept on telling them, like, that's behind me, I'm a new man. And he ended up winning the custody battle. He gained custody of Celina, and she moved in with him in Willingboro, New Jersey. She had a stepmother and a little sister, and they lived like a pretty normal family, went to church, just a regular loving household, or at least that's what it seemed on the outside. There were some reports stating that Celina didn't like the church, or she felt that it was too strict and things like that, but truthfully, I don't really know if that's true or not. But what I do know is that she was at that church a lot. Her and her family were believers. I know her dad was a real serious believer, and he had her in that church a lot, man. She spent a lot of time there. She went to school there instead of public school, and everything just seemed to be going normal until eventually they figured out that Celina was pregnant. So when they found out that she was pregnant, of course, obviously everybody was surprised. Everybody was like, who's the dad? Who's the father? It was just a lot of things that needed to be figured out. And due to the fact that how young she was a 12-year-old little girl, it's almost for certain that she was groomed upon, whether it was by an older family member, somebody close to her, somebody in the church. I know for a fact that it wasn't somebody else her age. It was somebody older. And the reason I know that is because how scared she was to say who the father of her child was whenever they kept on asking her and trying to figure out who it was. But what we do know is that she told her family that the father of her child was a 16-year-old. And sadly, that's all they knew. What seemed to be a normal day, on December 16th, 1996, Celina went to church with her family, had some ice cream, and when it came time for her to go to sleep, she kissed her family goodbye, went in the room, and that was the last time they ever seen her. The next morning, her 4-year-old little sister came to the room, and when she went and tried to wake her sister up, she wasn't there. Her little sister said that she lifted up the covers and only seen nothing but pillows there. And after that, her whole family was just looking for her. They had the neighborhood looking for her, and sadly, she just wasn't able to be found. Like, they were looking, they just couldn't find her, man. This situation is just sad to me because it's like, for her to be pregnant at 12 years old, that it just makes it like the case so much more difficult, because it's like she could have been scared and ran away. Cause she didn't want to. Like being pregnant at 12 years old, that is a scary situation. She is a little girl at the end of the day. At the time, she was a little girl. You know, and she could have been scared to expose who the dad is, or the father of her kid could have did something to her to keep her mouth shut. Who knows? And that's just the sad part about it, because like her older sister, she just did an interview and she was like, she still feels as if her sister is alive, and that's all we can hope for. And it's just a crazy situation, man. Me personally, I feel like she got groomed and she got taken advantage of by somebody that was close to her. I'm not gonna say her father. I'm gonna leave him out of it. I truly believe that man didn't do nothing to his daughter. you know. But like her older cousin got arrested a year later for sexual assault on two little girls or on two teenage girls. Same thing, you feel me? You should never did it in the first place. But he was at the church. It could be him. Or it could be the pastor. Like, you never know. Sadly, a lot of the people that was at that church already passed away. You know? So we don't know, but what we know is that the church was very strict. And still to this day, it's just a mystery, man. So I'm praying and I hope that she's alive, you know. And I hope that, her kid just, like, I just hope that everything's okay. Because she's supposed to be turning 40 this year. And her son's supposed to be turning 27. Or her son or daughter, we don't know. But yeah. So that's just the story of Celina Mays. I'm about to have a 1 to 2 minute clip of her little sister talking about the situation and things like that. And yeah, man, hopefully we figure out. And most importantly, hopefully we find out the truth.
It's been 27 years since I last saw my sister, and her 40th birthday is coming up this May, and it would be the ultimate birthday gift, just to learn more information that could lead us to finding her.
Most of the church members, pastor has passed already, and if there's any fear, there shouldn't be any longer. This is a team effort. We would like to come together with anyone that's willing to give us the information and find her.
The people that the world first learned about did not care enough, but now you're dealing with me. You're dealing with my generation who wants to know the truth, who wants to get to the bottom of things. I wholeheartedly believe that my sister is alive. She could be anywhere. As long as she's alive, that's all I care about. That's what I will continue to believe until the facts of the truth are proven otherwise. Because I love you, and I just want you to know that not all of your family was bad.